right, we are back. Woo. And things are rocking and rolling. So I had to jump on a little bit before I thought I had a little bit more time, but let's just jump right into it. We're going to cover a lot this morning. Going to stay on for as long as I can. Welcome to the Harmonic Trading Club. In this case, pre-market check-in. I'm trying to come up with a nice, unique name for it. So if you got some ideas, be sure to drop them and let me know. I want something unique to what I do. I need to see where the chat box is. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out. But anyway, already things are off to the races. Just picking up on the post market that we did last night. So just jumping in, we're going to spin the whole block. Jumping in where we started, the first thing we talked about last night was Broadcom, and he was right around 213 last night. In the pre-market right here, 217, already gaining $4 more, and that would put this already at target one, getting close to the 382. But I would have to turn on the extended market settings so that you guys can see. I'm going to have to run this for extended market for another 20 minutes. So already crossing target one, pushing targets up, taking half the position, and then allowing this to go to target two. Looking down at the RSI, that is an absolute lock. Okay, this is what you want to involve yourself in every day. That's why APR is king. And at the end of the day, everybody's going to just need to understand that and settle in on that. All right. I need to try to find a way to get the chat docked because you guys, people are coming. I got a like. Thanks for the like, but I cannot see who is in the building. I apologize for that. But remember, for me, this is, kind of like a, build it while you fly it type thing. That's why this doesn't have a whole lot of fancy stuff going on with the description, thumbnail stuff. I just use my generic logo for that. I'll come clean up later. You guys need to see what's happening. So let me stick to what's important. I'm sorry, right now I won't be able to chat with you guys because the way that this is set up, I can't see the chat box. And I don't want to stop talking and leave you guys sitting there while I go try to fix a chat box, unless that's something you want me to do, or do you guys want me to move through and talk about what really matters? IONQ, same thing. Remember, we started, this is in the video in the post-market reaction from last night. In the pre-market, this one actually came down from $29.93 to $28.34, which is what I want. Let me flip over to the extended, and we're going to cover a lot in here. FX too. We're going to try to hit some crypto in here too, some of the stocks. That's why I really need the chat box so that I can see the questions you guys are asking. So this is pretty good. If I just come and put move this 886 right there, I can see this is right where I want it. This is right where I want it. Still oversold. This is going to give me an opportunity to come in and get an IONQ on an advanced pattern, an advanced bat pattern in the $27 range. We'll know what happens in 10 minutes when the market opens my side. PST. I do need to fix that. I apologize, guys. Because it's just really not fair to you and me, and it's really not fair to you guys to not be able to talk to me, and so I can answer your questions, and so you can drop. There's some trade ideas you might want to ask about. So anyway, I can't stop. I apologize, guys. So the other thing we talked about last night was Rocket Labs. Rocket Labs was a bullish advanced cipher pattern filled yesterday down here at $20 and is now at $22. So amazing reaction there. Remember, we don't provide trade signals or give trade advice. But if you see something that's in front of you and it makes sense to you because you've done the work and you know what you're doing, do so at your own risk. But this is a very, very beautiful advanced cipher pattern. We talked about that. And then this guy over here, Serence is pretty much the same thing. Came down, filled the pattern, pushed back. It's crazy that we have to go back through last night just to see where we are now. And that pre-market 1205 right now. We just really want that area to hold. I mean, it'd be great. It'd be okay if he came down a couple more cent, 1180, 20 more cent. That'd be great. Just looking at the RSI doesn't look like that's going to happen. It looks like when he filled and came up here, a little bit of rejection in that area, but it looks like he's going to walk from there. Looks like this is going to walk. I don't see it. Slight little pullback in the form of like a head and shoulders. So ultimately, we want the people who come through this channel and to this academy to understand all these things. We want your eyes trained so that thing when a head and shoulders is sitting there blatantly in front of you, that you see it. That when an advanced pattern is sitting there in front of you like that, that you see it. Okay. So that's kind of like what we're getting at with that. And I promise you guys, for tomorrow's stream, it will be set up correctly. I know this sucks and you probably want to leave, but please don't, because I promise you, with the 4 things I've showed you so far, those actually were 4 opportunities. Just saying. But you guys have seen my disclaimer many times, and it's even on my channel. Another beauty here. Pushing up in the pre-market, closed yesterday at 64, up to 66, $2 in the pre-market push up, 26.18 action on Affirm. Beautiful set. So the work is already here because, like I said, this is the work that we did on last night's post market. So we just spin the block, come around this morning, and then everything is pretty much ready for us to go. Remember, just going through identify, we did 26.18, 618 retracement. I predict a retest up here at $82 and even higher on the extension. Decide, everything works. Go through your CTS score, your combined technical score. How am I scoring this? I'm giving a 26.18 a 3. I'm oversold on RSI, that's 4. I got some divergence, that's 5. I got a double bottom, that's 6. If I go to higher time frame confirmation, lower time frame confirmation. What else can I do with Fibonacci? Like if I ran a inversion from this right side shoulder to this up here, do I have a 127 on the inversion? Yes, I do. So just matching and lining up, because no matter whether you like it, hate it, understand it or not, this is how the market works. All right. I think I've beaten that into you guys' head enough. Palantir is going to be a very good big play at up pre-market at $91, moving, ticking away. Classic trend continuation action. Let me see if I can kind of get myself in a better position in this, because that is really bothering me. And it's really, really not fair to you guys. I probably should have waited and made sure I got that chat set up correctly. But I'm going to try this one more time while we're waiting. Yeah, you can sit. Yeah, sit, while I'm trying to figure out this chat thing, it's in the middle. I just used do another video on some of the best tools and in TradingView, and this is the regression trend tool, and it basically plots out trend for you, and it shows you where the resistance and support, the support and resistance are inside the tool. If you notice, you found support there, resistance here, support here. It's one of the most wonderful tools in TradingView. I probably need to make a separate video just on that, but I'm still trying to find a way. I had 3 views, no live viewers, which is amazing. But let's see if I can get that chat set up, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the chat set up. Anyway, so yeah, Palantir is just a absolutely amazing setup. So I got 6 minutes before I'm going to have to like really think about how my day is going to turn out. And then OKLO, we talked about that. OKLO double bottom, also 26.18 action, double bottom, breaking close, 618 retracement, oversold, kind of classic, some of the classic stuff you see. But what you need to know about this one is how this thing is pushing in the pre-market, which is we have 5 more minutes in the pre-market. So if I turn on the extended settings here, like, oh my God, OKLO is really, really kicking some butt in the pre-market. So I would say that for traders who trade options, that's where the money was made. The money was made in the pre-market for OKLO. A little too late for me to do anything with it. That's just way too much action. For me to do anything with it, I would need a retest. I would need this to come back down into that area that we know is a good area to buy out of. And then we're going to jump in and do some FX after we are done with going through this. So same thing with him and her health, pushing up pre-market already $2 more up to $43.12. So if you want to look at what that looked like, so you just turn on your extended session and you'll see this thing really getting down to business, really getting down to business. That's you're gonna have to really consider there with the amount, with just the way that divergence looks on this. You're gonna have something on your mind to consider. You might have to make a decision. I'll put it like that. You might have to. This is gonna this is gonna test you and make you want to go get that 25, that $30. It's kind of like almost a no brainer. Archer Aviation. I want him to fall down. Not enough to say about him yet. Wait till he get a little closer. Either that or he can just run completely away from us. We don't care. Same thing with SoFi. All right, moving over into the Forex space. Moving over into the Forex space. So, who is this first? Oh, let me do this. Let me see. Okay, so here are the Forex pairs. If I'm going to just go blast through them real quick, and it's time to go get the live market. So, pound dollar 4-hour chart filled advanced bearish cipher pattern, and it looks like it's going to hold and stand up for you. You see where he is running up against all types of resistance up here and cannot break up out of it. Going back to February 20th, today's the 27th. So 7 days of trying to pop the top off of this. Can't do it. And what we'd like to see is for these people to just go away and let us kill this cipher. Go away and let us have our food. That's what we want. You know, we want to be the sharks around here. We want them to go away. Even if I flip this to the day chart, probably looks a little bit better. Still same thing, riding high up here on the RSI. But the divergence is there. The divergence is there. And you see you got a big, strong bear candle there. We just need them to let go. The bulls do not want to let go. And we need them to go away. Look at this madness. And they didn't even close. They couldn't do it. Look, they couldn't pull it off. Just crazy wick action. So fill the cipher perfectly. Bears try to take it. This is just a fight right here. Okay, you guys see that? This is just a flat out fight. Come up and fill. We come in immediately on red and try to take it. They fight back. And then they kind of start pulling the cord a little bit more, the rope a little bit more. And then now the Bears are taking it back. But this time, if they can hold it, this is a powerhouse. Okay. This is an absolute killer. I'm going to say, because I'm on the side of the Bears on this one, if we can win this one, we need this bad boy. 618 retracement, minimum target 2. Sometimes on Cypher, you just go into straight trend continuation. And that would mean being able to, that would mean that this structure here that you see, that I got plotted out, all that, right? So it stood, and then we come under it. We need it to be, while we're under it, as strong as it was here. We need that. Until it finally got violated, we needed to hold, and we need some price action to dip under it. But what would be good, what would be even better is, since we also violated, like I tell you, we're going to do some in-depth. Since we violated this and closed below this, we want a retest of this C leg on this cipher. That's what we really want. Okay. So we want to use the cipher to retest that structure down there that was breaking and closing below this, and quite possibly even extended levels beyond it. But that we got to get in winning position first on cipher. We got to get into the passenger seat first, because we're not in the passenger seat. All right. Dollar yen is another amazing bad boy. We are absolutely kicking ass on this one. Sorry, excuse my language, but this one's very exciting because I had same fight I'm in. Fight. Okay. So it's going to be kind of like a rinse and repeat, same story. We're just doing the opposite. So, but bat instead of cipher. And then they come down, Phil. We wait our turn here. We start coming in. And trying to take this on the 24th or on the 27th. So this was Monday. We start coming in trying to take this, but there's a tug of war. But look at this. Look at what we got going on right here. Fighting, moving up, powering up in real time on a daily chart. You usually don't see the price action flying up on that. So we're doing well there. And I'm sorry for anyone that doesn't know advanced pattern recognition. I'm sorry. You know, you got a very clean chart with nothing on it. You don't got lines all over the place where you need, a pair of binoculars or some goggles to see, because, you got a field Uh, bat pattern. Very little resistance wasn't going to hurt you, as we see this thing as likely to go ahead and be a winner for us. And what has he got going for itself? He broke up out of this here, came settled here on support. This is a retest of that same support. And you basically get to ride this consolidation out for a few weeks while he makes probably several other harmonic patterns for you. So he's starting with bat. We don't know. He's got to do his thing. He's got to work through, and he'll probably come back with something else. I don't know. But for right now, I need dollar yen to bring that bat home for me. That would look like this. Yeah, and I've been waiting for 3 days in here, kind of up and down and up and down and up and down. Get off to the races, please. Get on with the business. Stop goofing around. All right. All right. And then you gotta. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really do believe that the reason that a lot of traders don't make it in this game is because they just don't have the psychology. Their psychology is not in order. This stuff can really be nerve wracking. That's why we got to find. Look at that super tight stop. We got to find ways to make this fun. Either we goof around or talk crap or throw little fun little parties like this. We just got to make it fun because it's stressful enough. We're putting our money at risk. We're putting our capital at risk. We lose. We take losses. Stuff like that happens. And then speaking of that, watch out for these traders out there that are talking about they never lose. Watch out for that. I'm a very good trader. I can say that, and I take L's. Some of my stuff doesn't always hold up. Sometimes the market does something else that I didn't know it was going to do, or that that's why I try to use that combined technical score to um put myself in the highest of probably. That hurt. I'm gonna get rid of the big boy. This is dollar CAD. And it looks like I've been waiting for this. So he didn't quite fill. So okay, I might be okay. But I wanted this bat pattern. I don't know if you guys can see that. And again, I apologize that I don't have the audio set up and working. But yeah, so there's a confluent. The 127 is confluent with the 618 retracement of a whole completely different move from right here, from this wick here to this high, and that would be 618. And then while that was happening, it would have filled this butterfly pattern. It's not filled yet, but probably not going to get a trade there. Just looking at how it's running off, the USD is really taking off for some reason. Something that I'm going to have to do is go and go check out the news. I can't keep up with. I can't make the money and do more to help talk about it. Oh my God, look at this NZD USD. Crab pattern NZD USD, just devastating work. I did miss that one. Crazy madness. Because remember, I'm looking at the Forex. I'm just the dollar pairs. I don't really try to get into a lot of the exotics and stuff like that. AUD, terrific crab pattern. AUD. Let me ask you guys a question. Well, what I just did with just the dollar pairs and a harmonic pattern on all of them, do you guys still not believe that the market creates harmonic patterns or advanced patterns over and over and over again? You just really need to know the setups and know how to look for them and trade them. And then when I say that this is what they do, does anybody out there still not believe that this is how the market really works? I understand that I do have some bias when it comes to this. I get it. I really do. But do you guys understand that there, in a case like this, okay, let me put it like this. In a case like this, do you understand that there really is nothing else to concern yourself with or consider yourself with, but an understanding that you needed a 127 extension from this A to this X, and that was going to be the perfect entry? I just find it sad that we weren't taught this even in elementary school, because it's like artwork. Look how clean it is. There's nothing on here but just a couple of fibs. All right, and euro dollar's been a real pain, because there's other currencies that depend on what needs to happen between these two countries. So as they were tugging and warring and going back and forth for what they're going to do politically, you had a filled bat pattern. I wrote that down, got at the 382, took the profits, and then he ran back up. So I'm glad I did, because I would have lost. And then he's basically got a series of tests up there, which is holding. He's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 tests, which is holding, and then a rollover. The problem with it is when he's rolling over, if I just jump out, what I'll do for the sake of where we are now is just go ahead and take everything off, because we're going to look at what's here now. Since this is this consolidating so much. And let's just see what he is, and we'll do this live so you guys can see what happens when my eyes kick in and I start seeing this is what I'm going through. So I'm checking that right there. It's 58% retracement validating B leg. And then we're coming right back up here. That would be, this is so crazy. This right here would have been perfect to set up for a bat pattern. But because, remember I said we don't trade broken patterns. We don't force stuff we don't have to, right? But because this wick here came higher than the C leg, this invalidated the pattern. That's so terrible that happened. And now the pattern goes in the trash. It's not tradable. You can find something else to do, but you better not call it a bat pattern, because the bat pattern died when this wick came up here. Let's see. I think there's one more thing to consider in here. There might be looking at from this point here, and this here, and coming down here, 786. Oh my God, we found something. We really did find something. This is crazy. This one will be live as we're working. Oversold to. Let me see if that's a 127 from A to X. Let's see what we end up with. He's probably right on the money. Oh, it is right on the money. But he pushed down into it. I don't like that. He pushed down into it. So it's been a rare. Wait a minute. Sorry. Always looking back more and more and finding more stuff. Let me do this again. Because I see something. High to low, and then 50, and then 382, and then what will be 886. Okay. All right. So something to keep my eyes on. I don't want to. I wanted euro dollar to be short, but this is X to A with a 50. You guys can't see that. I'm sorry. I can be better than that. Do better, Trey. Anyway, hopefully that's better. So this is X to A with a 54% B leg and a 42% C leg, setting up an 886 D leg. This is going to be interesting. I just don't know what's going to happen. This is going to be very interesting. What happens right there? I'm going to have to keep my eyes on it. So it didn't do it yet. There's no fill yet. But if this happens to come down here, if this happens to come and get 886 right here, I'm going to have a decision to make. And it's going to be a tough one, because I have, two different ideas. One, I'm kind of bearish on anything versus dollar. So I'm kind of bearish euro dollar. But at the same time, what's working in our favor is consolidation, where these things form, where these things are created. This big giant box here. So that is working in our, I should expect that to happen. I shouldn't be concerned with it. But like I said, my overall bias is kind of bearish. But knowing that we're in consolidation straightens that out and sorts that out for us, that I don't have to be so concerned. I can trust what I see. If we're oversold, if we do get down there, I might have to consider going long on euro dollar. But it is 640. And I wanted to, so at least I think we did get through the Forex pairs, and we did kind of come back around our recap. But guys, I'm sorry, there's just too much money on the table. I got to go place some trades. I got to go clean up. I got to go, tune up my CTS on some of the stuff that I showed you on the stocks, and I got to go make some money too. So we'll keep it brief. We'll keep it short. I think this was maybe 30 minutes. Hopefully there's some value in here. I'm pretty sure there's some trade setups and trade opportunities in here. Trade at your own risk. The Harmonic Trading Club is not responsible for what you do with your capital in this very volatile market. All right, that's it. I'll clean up, try to make this better, try to get a thumbnail for it, try to clean up the description, try to get people to come look at this. I think this is a pretty amazing pre-market reaction video. But that's all I got. I got to run, and I will catch you guys for a post-market reaction later on tonight. Stay tuned. Turn your notifications on. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the most amazing advanced harmonic pattern recognition channel in the world. All right, tune in. I'll be back.